Hey guys, Sukorie here, and we're back to Dream Daddy. Totally on top of this. We're in the middle of our second date with Joseph. I know, I'm sorry. But when I saw this, I knew you guys just had to see this. He's a very sad man. Gotta play the sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? Play the booty bumpers? I don't think that's what Jesus would have wanted.
Actually,
that is what Jesus would have wanted?
That is what Jesus would have wanted.
Listen, buddy, this is a church function. The songs you're playing they're a bit much, don't you think? It's kind of bringing everyone down. You should put on some top 40 stuff. Lift everyone's spirits. When everyone's dancing and happy, makes the good Lord happy. Right, Joseph? The good Lord does love a song that slaps. What? And he's a minister, so you know he means it. Let Jesus take the wheel here.
All right.
You want me to play Jesus Take the Wheel? That is the opposite of what I want you to do. Hey, buddy, if it's problems you're having with... Joseph leans in close to me. What was his wife's name again? It was Susan, wasn't it?
Save, but I think it was Sandra.
I thought it was Susan. It was Sandra. You're right. I was wrong. Just like everything in our lives. Toby's staring at me like, what the fuck you doing?
I agree, Toby. What the fuck is shit?
If you're having problems with Sandra, I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job.
Stopped. I just got darkest touch.
Come, stream Dream Daddy with me. I do counseling. It's my job here, and I'm very good at it. Oh, I don't know. I can tell that you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. It's so bad.
Anus.
What is it? That one month where all I listened to was Radiohead, Blue October, and the one where it's like, I swallow my pride, turn it inside out.
Third Eye Blind.
Yep. Something. Swallow my pride.
I would choke on the rhymes, I would swallow my pride, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin round to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous and I'm through with you. I burn like a wicker cabinet, chalk white and oh so frail. My stomach turns and I exhale.
What the fuck is that
the
song
tick-tock
even
of
like?
the clock is painful, all sane and logical. I wanna tear it off the wall.
Oh, and what was it else? Like, the saddest Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco songs in
Fucking
existence?
the saddest Fall Out Boy is Wake Me Up When September Ends, or...
That's Green Day.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, it was Green Day I listened to too. I don't think Fall Out Boy really
Fall Out
has
Boy
one.
didn't really
But
have
I listened to a lot of really sad Panic at the Disco too.
You know what I love? I love that, I hope your viewer is loving this. But I love that Green Day's American Idiot kind of goes over like that generation, because like they started off like, yeah, rebellion, and then it gets like super sad, and it kind of points out like, pretty accurate for two generations right there. Because like if you listen to it, the first song on that album is "Don't Want to Be an American Idiot," and then like it goes into that whole shtick, and then the end of it is "Wake Me Up When September Ends."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly. There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor, where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. This is a disaster. Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream? Top notch. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Ash. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not gonna make you stay here for a train wreck. It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. We can... Suddenly realize what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this, or be seen with me after this. Oh god, you're not going to... I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now, not as what I'm about to become. Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm gonna turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done as much as I do. See you on the other side? See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk out into the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure of what we're doing. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way up to the more technical stuff. Let's start with the lawnmower. What? Okay.
Because I want to see what happens.
Joseph seems to respond to that and decides to mow another patch of grass on the dance floor. That's the stuff. I look around. Well, it looks like we've got everyone's attention. Alright, Ash, let's turn up the heat. The sprinkler. Always go for the sprinkler. Point your finger out. I point at and make direct eye contact with several of the youths in the room. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands. We must water the lawn. We just came off the end of an imaginary drought, and the grass is dying. Don't worry, imaginary grass. We got you. I look around to the youths. They're getting into it. Nice work, but we better pick it up or they'll lose interest quick. Do we do the cabbage patch?
It's the one I did.
Nice.
You never can go wrong with the cabbage patch. Joseph follows my lead. What's really sad about this is what I do at most dance functions because I have no idea what else to do.
Right. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this.
The ice cream?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. They're not looking too lively yet, but we can still turn it around. Oh my god, I'm gonna attempt twerking. Twerking is still a thing kids do, right? I gyrate my butt. Oh, this feels bad. This is really rough on my lower back. Several of the kids have their heads in their hands. One kid is filming me with his phone. My career in politics is over. Alright, maybe twerking wasn't the best choice. Okay, I need to go back.
Done the running man.
Well, I'm going back. I saved first.
Always save before you make a bad decision.
Moonwalk?
Oh, yeah.
Start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think these kids have seen enough people doing moonwalks that they understand the general concept. Surprisingly, Jude pulls it off flawlessly.
Throw someone your fish.
What?
I'm talking to Gabe.
I look around to the youths. They're cheering. Alright, time for the big finish. Okay, Davey. We're gonna attempt an unrehearsed backflip.
Give me 1 second. Do it. I'll be your Aaron Hansen.
Can you link her to the YouTube? I've seen plenty of people do backflips before. It can't be that hard, right? I bend my knees and throw my arms back. Joseph grabs me. Ash, don't you dare. I know I could land it. I'm not letting you break your neck in my church. We're not insured for that. I look around the room to see if we convinced any of the youth to come dance. Nothing. Just a bunch of kids staring at us. I guess we didn't catch that hurts my church. We're not insured for that. Are you strong enough to do that? I don't know. Without regard for human safety, I summon all of my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite dirty dancing, but Joseph is a good sport and spreads his arms wide while I spin him in a circle. I look at the crowd. They seem to love it. The kids swarm the dance floor. They're all laughing and dancing to the music. Looks like our job here is done. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to laugh and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs. Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. What? I have something to show you. Oh.
He wants to show you his margarita.
Joseph leads me out of the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet. Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds mine in the darkness. I'm right here. Glad he can't see my blush. We keep walking. Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. I actually have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone. He invited me out here to make out with me. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? I think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend. Joseph closes the door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of his church now. What could he possibly have planned? So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt. Since we can't actually do that, I figured I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite Margaritaville, but something like it. Welcome to the Margarita Zone. I look around as my eyes adjust to light. It's his office, but there are twinkle lights strung across the walls, little garlands of fake flowers, and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Joseph, this is amazing. There's no pop-tops to step on here, buddy. You did this for me? Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same. I did this for us. I think we've both earned it. I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas. You really went all out. I have a flair for the dramatic. You can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita. I take a sip of mine. This is a killer margarita. I would follow this man. Do you think the dance is going to be okay without our sick dance? No, not here. You're missing the point of Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget about your worries for a while. Heaven on earth with an onion slice, or watch out for blown out flip-flops? Davey?
What? Blown out, Ashley? What's the line for Margaritaville?
I can't remember, that's why I was asking you.
Blown out flip-flop.
No heels will get cut in my version of Margaritaville. Oh, Jesus. Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he's made. You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? It's uninteresting. I left home young and got into a lot of trouble. That's my question, too. Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country, went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not too proud of, and then I found God. But I was young and in love, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take the kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy here. It's okay. Seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. Preach! If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix. It's just... I think about Margaritaville a lot, or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could strum on my 6-string while I wait for the shrimp to boil, drink margaritas all the time, forget my worries, and look for that lost shaker of salt. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once, but I think the closest I'm ever going to get back to it is Margarita Zone, a short and occasional reprieve from my daily life. Is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice. It doesn't last forever. That's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them. Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is better than Margaritaville, because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to play the sad tunes play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp? And Margarita Zone isn't unlocked to this office. I think it's about finding little pieces of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments. That's awfully optimistic of you. It doesn't have to be anything big. For me, I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning, to see my daughter smile, or I smile at Joseph, to spend some quality time with a good friend. Kiss! Yeah? Yeah. I can feel myself leaning in closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? What? I was joking, guys. I was joking. He's married. Yep, there we go. It's getting late. We should head back. Yep, totally head back. Sure. Joseph and I make sure the dance wraps up with that incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. He's a married man. How dare we? I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway. Thanks again for the help. Thanks again for Margarita Zone. Maybe we'll go back there one day. If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away. I walk into my living room to find Amanda curled up under a blanket and groaning on the couch. Hey, Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. Eat too much youth group food? Drank too deeply from the well of life, and now I pay the price. And by well of life, I mean that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer, juice, and sherbet. Amanda slides the floor with an elongated groan. Need anything, kiddo? A time machine that goes back approximately 2 hours in the past so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess. I'll pour you a glass of water. Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. Got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo. Night, Dad. Night, Dad. I love you. I never knew my father. What? Casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons. We did this. We, just did this. What the fuck? I think my game is broken, Davey.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie.
They were saying that there would be glitches.
Over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I looked over into the corner and spot another than Mary sitting alone in the corner, nor some cocktail. Seems different this time, not that she's by herself, not hanging out with some other guy. She looks sad. Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? See, this is different than when we last did it, too. Decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. You. Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. Hey? Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm happy for you, too. Mary, I'm not... I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Ash. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. I think she knows her husband's gay. Davey, what do I click?
Doesn't matter. She's gonna be pissed anyway.
Oh.
Hey.
Not everyone likes to yell at their spouse's friends for no reasons. So you're an expert on my marriage now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't get the chance to walk her home.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. We're gonna go on our second date with Robert, Davey.
Sweet.
We like Robert. But I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decide to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favorite pie. Root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to make it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Aw man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. It's a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Is it almond extract? Oh, it's almond extract. Duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is art. Some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. This is going to be the worst pie ever. Dude, word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. And looks inside. Yes. Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. Lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One lost job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in the Bezia. Thanks for all the pie. Wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on the rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. Just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg in the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Amanda. Filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite.
No.
What's wrong? Is it not good? No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. Really proud of you for making the pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I ran to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. We clean up the kitchen, play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my work jumbles. Hey, this one smells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner. I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh, hope he's okay. Turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Ash. Hey. Hey, Ash. Hey, I'm outside. What the fuck? Come outside. I climb out of my bed and try to identify the source of the dinghy. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. There's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. Open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey.
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 Oh.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Are you gonna come do the Robert voice? Because I cannot. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind.
Depends.
Right,
What do I
one
get
second.
out of it? Do I get to sleep with Danny's sex, babe?
Run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. Jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts. Wow, it's like getting into our car.
Hey.
Receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out on the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? I love Tom Waits. Right? Yes? I love... Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio.
Let's hang that rag.
It's too late, I didn't save! How dare you lie to me? We drive together in silence, because the world is a cruel place. So where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. That's cool. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. Ah, Jesus. Settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. Glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something more, a bit more there that I just can't place. I like your car? No, say nothing. He likes silence. Hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. I almost swear. I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. Eventually come to a stop, Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. Cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. Thanks, Robert. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Do you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Huh? Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket, pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. So many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. He's got the Danny laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa? No. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first Social Security check. Ash, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Aw shit, they're gonna have me actually fucking whittle this shit.
Knife that wood.
What do I say? I didn't read what he was saying. Sharp stick, pencil, or a knitting needle?
Actually, he's just asking you to describe it. What you say here does not change a damn thing.
Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon. Yay! Now I'm making a tongue depressor, apparently. Tell me about this one. flatworm. Gross. Toothpick. Something to make me look tougher. Tough guy accessory. I made a potato. Let's go with Ouija board planchette. And also maybe carve a ghost. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. Should I go self-portrait or it's you?
It's up to you.
I'm asking you for your valuable opinion, Davy.
It's you is sweet.
You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. Robert, I guess. It's a stick. Should have gone with Lefty. It's a swan. Nice work. The meanest bird. Truth. Fucking facts. Horsey. Sir Hersington the Brave. How poetic. Oh, we're done.
Hey,
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. Dad's playing the Robin Hood song.
Cool.
How dare you? Carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! I'm distracted. The knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my shoulder from carving. He's lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? He pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. Hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. He carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. Guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Ton of them out here, you know? Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. At least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city, aside from the occasional stray coyote. I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? I don't think so.
hey.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. Gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, the squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard of in my life. Right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, and nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that before. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy, and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. You're lying, or that's terrible?
You're...
Shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. Howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you, up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Oh, Jesus. We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. Of course, Robert. I love you. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? He thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Robert, no. It's okay, baby. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as out and happy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad. There's a great many of them, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I didn't mean to do this. Criterion Collection. Oh, thank God. I drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. Pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Goodbye, baby. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. Tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine. I finally decide to go to bed. I didn't get to hear what he said. Okay, we need to do our second date with Matt, our second date with Hugo, and our second date with Brian.
What the fuck is that?
Cheese board. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, I meant that for another teacher, but seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. Let me get back to you after class ends. Watch a Jackie Chan movie? Dad nap. Oh. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing that Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Jolted awake by a dad message from Hugo. Dad book message from Hugo. What were you saying?
I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I get off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about cheese boards. Door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Just getting home from school? Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. A little bit of fig jam. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now, I gotta go see a man about Manchego. Please leave. Cheese is very serious business. Waits me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day?
I don't know.
Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers.
Hmm?
Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He was aspiring in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Is that the ones the parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. At least I hope. Yikes. Right now I'm very excited for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. The waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. Might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. I doubt it'll be too hard. Ash. Turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. Hey, guys, you all here for the whole question and answers game? Come here every week. Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmenista and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone, too, lost in New York, have been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia, too. That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmenista's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter. You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money? It tastes so much better with the side of victory. Tag team champions. We'll have to think up a good team name, but I think this'll be fun. Good luck. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. That didn't get me shit with you. Is there one that does? Nope. Strawberry preserves and slide it into dairy-induced ecstasy. Such a fine variety of cheese and... No, you don't. I'm not even going to try right now. That I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts. A slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a Focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy.
Oh,
Cheers to cheese. Hey, hey. Backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo jogs out of the back with a frenetic energy of radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like all alliteration. More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. God, he's so sad. Haha, I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Fuck. Excellent. My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. God, it's so sad.
oh.
Yes, he does. I read that book. This is the continent that encompasses the realm of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? I actually do not know. Fuck me. I know it's not Endor or Hoth, I just don't know if it's... Because Endor and Hoth are Star Wars, obviously. It is not Endor, though.
Correctamundo.
What? Are you... Okay, whatever.
Correct.
This man.
Correct.
Cristo. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you? How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good? Great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I also developed a clinical depression. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy, or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. He's got a good point. As someone who is also lactose intolerant and has clinical depression. Does that scam? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. Next round is cinema. I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema?
Oh.
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Return of the Jedi. It must be their mother, or the Jedi Order. It's their mother.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
You know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please, it has been so long since I've been held. God, I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. Stone Cold Steve Austin. as the ringmaster. That is correct. Points to Craigslist Swiss connections.
Huh.
Next question. The city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania.
Oh.
Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York, at Madison Square Garden in 1985. This little match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date.
Ah.
Chavo versus Kane. What? Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one choke slam and pinned him down for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedia knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, he just picks stuff up. Seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to Quizmaster. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York, Brian and Matt high five, and Craigslist Swiss connections. Hugo and I high five. We look over at Brian, Matt, Carmenista, and Daisy all playfully giving us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. Is cool animals. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. Falling apart. Named after what kind of animal? Tells me to say dogs.
That's right.
What? What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary?
Correct.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature?
Correctamundo.
I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs. Quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of Virtue's plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely fine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot. So what are your plans after our big win? Probably retire, take a man to somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling room, bet it all on black, walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style. Want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. Quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? Really hope it's us. Hey everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goose, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. By a landslide, the winner of tonight's contest is Craigslist Swiss Connections. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil Nominal Services. God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Slinks out of the booth and gets it, and gives Quizmaster a hug with 3 pats on the back. The Quizmaster sobs, just a little. Victory lap back to her table and gives me a high five. Craigslist Swiss Connections is unstoppable. Craigslist Swiss Connections is great. My Craigslist Swiss Connections reign for 1,000 years. Hey, great work, guys. You guys did awesome. Will we be seeing Craigslist Swiss Connections again next week? I'll look over at Hugo, who smiles. Maybe so. You make a pretty good team, huh, Hugo? Walk back to our cul-de-sac, basking in the glow of our win and nursing our cheese-filled bellies. Man, we crushed it in there. Finally, enduring the screams of young children for years on end has paid off. I'll take my half of this gift card and use it to purchase many, many air fresheners for my car, which Ernest refuses to stop vaping in. I think I'll use my half to buy at least 2 tire pressure gauges to place in different parts of my garage. You never know when you're going to need one, and I prefer to have them within arm's reach. Shame about that one wrestling question, though. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's got to be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. Oscar, Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Oscar. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs. Alright, if you really want to know, just follow me. He leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside, and his house is exactly what I expected it to be, neat and filled top to bottom with books and art.
Hey,